Alright, so this is the third consecutive day I'm making video on a subject called Linux user need to be organized. I have done two videos in the last 2 days and released it and showed you some trivial stuff just to hammer into your head that you need to be organized to get over the mess generally happen on open system. So this is the third part, and again I'm going to show you some abject trivialities which might help you to get on with the system in a much better fashion. At least what I practice, you might take a cue out of it and mold it in your way to get the benefit out of it. The essence of those videos to make sure that you get the idea that you need to be a little bit organized, okay, to give you some sort of sense what I have just babbled to you. Let me go to my terminal. I believe I'm zoomed in up so people can see. I've said I am very picky about my tool from the very early stage when I started to using Linux and open source roughly 25 years back. So I'm very picky. So I generally lean on Unix tool, and modern few tools are good enough, so I adapt them. So here in this video I'll show you one particular thing. Over the years, like every one of you might have the same thing. We have accumulated stuff for various things, and to get the best out of it, of the open system, you are supposed to program it in a various way to tap the different corner of the system to get the best out of it, whether it's a form of programming or scripting or some other maneuver. We have to do that to get the best out of the open system. So I'm no exception of that. Sometimes I have to force it, so I had to learn it. I'm still learning. So basically over the years I have gathered something which sometimes I get lost if I haven't organized those stuff in a single place to find it out when it requires. Okay, so here I'm taking advantage of a GNU readline key, which basically show a thing with a modern tool integrated, to enlisting the stuff I need to know. Okay, so basically I have different categories of script which maintain different part of the system, and I enlist them in specific category. So one press of a key I can get all of them enlisted, so I can choose from and view from it, something like that. Okay, so to give you a sense, escape IP, I use IP. I said my commands binaries file names are more close to the mnemonic or the meaning of the key press. IP means important files. Okay, so you can see, look at the screen. So I have various categories of script I have written over the years. I have written majority of them. I have collected very pickily from the internet and from the specific people. So those are getting accumulated. So one fine day it was all over the place. So I took the time and organized in this fashion. So every time I wanted to look for something, I need to look for this category. So as you can see clearly, I have clearly named them the purpose of this script folders. So each and every folder is having the script related to this naming convention, right? This Emacs script is having all the Emacs related script. This Gentoo script having all the Gentoo related script. This clean script having all related to clean up the few stuff. Slack were having their own script. Debian having their own script. So this categorization helped me to choose what I exactly wanted to get for specific purpose. So it's very easy, it's very vivid. It gives me a visual clue where I should look at. Okay, so if I press enter on it, so you can see these are all abject mundane stuff, but I'm sorry. So it helps me to get things done, right? So it is very easy to get it. So all I'm trying to say is if you have little bit of organization skill to get things together, the related stuff like the one I'm showing you right now, that every category has some meaning. So looking at them, you'll promptly come to the term, oh, this category is having this kind of stuff. So if something goes, so it's very easy to also trigger. You don't have to hover through the system to find out where do you keep all this stuff. If you keep it in a organized manner, a fashion, so it's become very, very easy to pick out. So you do not waste time and you pick it very easily, right? So so you can see the categorize, and this is a very, very trivial example. And in last two videos I showed you two other trivial examples too. I just don't want you to copy and paste, or I just want you to take a cue out of it and implement in your way, because I don't know your work environment, I don't know your habit. So you should mold this information as per your convenience, as per your understanding. I'm just trying to give you a essence that if you be little bit disciplined, so it will benefit you first, then somebody else. So if you get sorry, if you get a little bit of aligned yourself, your things, so things get much easier. Because if you're sitting on an open system like Linux or Unix, you are supposed to get distracted by a lot of other stuff, because the nature of it's very alluring, it's very tempting to do a lot of stuff, and the things get scattered all over the place, in spite of the program writer or author's best effort, because it's the nature of it. So for the maintenance, I've mentioned twice in the last two videos, in last 2 days, that whether you sit on a server or laptop, desktop, whatever, which is purely running on Linux, you are supposed to maintain it. Nobody else can do that, because it's your system and it is having a certain sort of overhead. No denying of that. You can take it from me. I've been exclusively running Linux on my desktop laptop for last 25 years, exclusively. No other OS in my system from 2000 on. So it's become a little bit of headache sum if you don't. I learned this hard way, because sometimes I was looking for something, it was there in the system, but I couldn't find it due to my inability or some other means. I couldn't find it in the right moment, so I have to do it all over again manually and all this stuff. Later I'll find it. So it consumes a lot of your time. To save your time, to save your energy, if you get a little bit of aligned, disciplined, organized, it will benefit you first. So I'm trying to hammering these things to your head, so you can take a cue out of it and implement in your way. Okay, so I hope this will help some people who are having a growth mindset to understand what I'm trying to convey. I have been benefited of it, so that's why I'm trying to pass it on to you. Okay, thanks for watching.